Hi, this is Gerald here, and in this training of Edge Mentoring, I want to talk about the business model. The business model that I practiced successfully over the past year that has made me 5 figures a month. And today I'm really excited to show you what I did about in the last year of my journey in product creation and list building. And I actually want to open your eyes a little bit, because I believe that a lot of people think that online marketing or building a list has to go in only one way. And I don't think that's true any longer. I think if you really want to succeed in online marketing or in list building, which is a massive part of online marketing, you can do that in multiple ways. You don't need to rely on a single way to become successful in this business. So basically what I want to show with you today are what I like to call the 3 dimensions of the business model. And these 3 dimensions are product creation, list building, and coaching, as we can see here. So basically we intend to build a list. That's what I did. What I did was to build lists, and I built lists where I simply gave away a free incentive. Or I built a list through a paid product, right? I sold a product for $1, I sold a product for $3, I sold a product for $7, and each time I sold a product, I collected the email address from the person who was buying my product. And as you can imagine, this adds more and more buyers on my list. So this is what I did. And basically for product creation, we can do a lot of things, and the most important thing is to have a front-end product in place. You have to have either a freebie or a low-end product in place that you use to build your list. And no matter if you are planning to monetize your list through affiliate products or self-created products, you have to build a list in online marketing. If not, you don't build or you don't assure your long-term financial security. And what I did is I built, as I said, lists through freebies and paid products. And then after that, I simply promoted more of my own products or more affiliate products to these lists. And basically, you can create products in the form of a PDF, in the form of audio or video content. And at first, I know when we start off, we are so scared to get in front of the camera and we don't feel comfortable doing it. I know that's true. That's why I suggest to anyone to get started with simply writing an ebook. Writing an ebook is the easiest and the simplest thing in the world. You don't need to have a lot of skills, because you've been online for so many years, even though you didn't make any money or you didn't even focus on expanding your business, on building an empire. And what you did was to simply write content, right? You have written in a Word doc, you went to social media sites and you connected there with your friends. So that means is you know how to write content, don't you? You know how to do that. So it will be easier for you to write an ebook. And then you simply use that ebook, which is the core foundation of the successful list building cycle. You use that ebook and you use it to build your list. And that's exactly what I did. Since the last, maybe 13, 14 months, all I did was write ebook after ebook after ebook after ebook. I don't know how many ebooks I've written in the past, 14 months. Maybe anywhere in between 20 to 50 ebooks, probably. If I consider the ebooks I sold or the ebooks that I added to one of my coaching programs, I've probably written, anywhere between 20 to 50 ebooks. So a lot of people think, well, that's crazy. And yeah, I'm quite crazy, but this is why I make a lot of money, because I don't really care. I just get stuff done. And for me, it's important that I write an ebook in a day. I don't care if it has 4,000 words, 6,000 words, or 8,000 words. Of course, if it should have maybe 20, 30,000 words, I can finish it in a day, but usually my ebooks are between, as I said, 5,000 to 8,000 words. So that's quite easy to do in a day if you really focus, if you know what you're doing. And for product creation, there are certain skills you have to master. There are certain skills you absolutely have to master to be successful in this game. And these skills are to simply have the ability to manage your time well. You've got to become an expert in time management. You have to become an expert in creating products. You have to become an expert at talking in front of the camera, learning how to interact with people, learning how to influence people via audio or video. And this may take some time, and that's not going to happen overnight. And you have to maybe shoot, maybe 50 to 200 videos, or how many other, to simply get to the point where you are happy, where you have no problem facing the cam and telling a good story, because that is what marketing is all about. You want people to buy your story. And for audios, the same thing, right? You simply talk into your micro, or you talk into the dictating recorder, or whatever it is that you're using, and you have to do this hour after hour after hour to become an expert. It has to sound good. It has to sound easy. It has to flow. And this may take time. I said you have to practice it. Maybe you gotta have 1 to 2 hours a day to become an expert in creating audios and videos. And you have to do that for the next months. And if you can do it for the next 1 to 2 years, you will be amazing by the type of money, by the kind of money you actually will create, because you have mastered talking in front of the camera or influencing people with your audio content, where you presented your knowledge, your methods, your business model, whatever it is you're teaching. So there are certain skills we need to master, and as I said, a few more skills of product creation are you've got to learn how to become good at copywriting. Copywriting is a very important skill in online marketing, and I can tell you how many hours I've spent writing copy. And that copy can be anything. It can be copy for a sales page, for a squeeze page, for an email campaign, whatever it is. I spent, thousands of hours doing that, and it just become better and better and better at it. And you have to love to write, if you want, I believe, because there's some people say, well, you don't need to write online, you can outsource it. I don't think that's true, because you can't outsource the entire business. You can only outsource certain parts, right? Certain tasks that you may find are not worth your time. And if we think we can outsource anything there is, then we simply don't want to confront us with the hard work, with the tasks that it takes to actually produce higher outcomes. And another skill will be to simply talk with people. You've got to learn how to communicate with people. You have to learn how to build relationships with people, and building relationships with people is the most important point of our business, because we are not selling products to insects or animals. We are selling products to people. So you have to learn how to interact with people. You have to learn how to build relationships with people. If these people are coaches or partners or workers or clients, it doesn't matter. We have to learn how to build relationships with people. And unless we actually got to the point where we are a master of building relationships with people, we always have a lot to learn. And you always learn when you interact and talk with people. So it's very important. And then the second component of my business model that I've mastered is list building. List building is huge. And list building is something you just have to do. You have to do it whether you create your own products, whether you actually market affiliate products. It's just something you have to do. And I believe a list is like a pension, just not that it's as limited as a pension. Because when you work for 40 years, maybe your salary was, $3,000 or whatever. And then once you reach the point where you can finally say goodbye to your job after you worked 40 years, Now you get paid because you work for 40 years, and you know that monthly check, that payment, maybe $1,500, maybe $1,800 of what you actually earn from these $3,000. And that may not be a lot. And while this income may be passive to a high degree, I mean, it's not likely that you will lose the pension unless something happens, or unless the system changes, or unless the government doesn't have more money to pay you out. Then you may lose the pension, or you may get less, whatever, you know, the thing is here. But it's important that we realize that the pension is there, but it's limited. It's limited times 10. But when you build a list, and when you continue to build a list, that list will be there for a long time. And if you manage to build a list of, you know, 5,000 to 10,000 buyers, you must have a monthly income of, I would say, at least $20,000 to $50,000. That's the minimum you should make of, you know, a list of 10,000 buyers. And for list building, there are also certain skills we need to master. And one of these skills is, again, building relationships. You have to build relationships with people. You have to become an expert at simply presenting yourself, at branding yourself, at helping people, at producing more. And another skill may be squeeze page optimization, which may not take too long to master, but is a very important skill in your arsenal that you cannot miss out on, or you lose out on a lot of leads, which means a lot of money in the long term. Another skill may be email campaign optimization. And learning how to optimize email campaigns is crucial. You have to learn a lot. You have to learn, again, how to write copy. You have to learn how to increase CRs, conversion rates. You have to learn how to interact with people through email. And you have to learn how to simply, you know, try to influence people more and more through email content. So there are so many skills you've got to master. Also, you've got to learn how to split test and analyze your content, your emails. And this is a process that doesn't end. It never stops, and even if you master a certain skill, you always have to perform the skill again and again, unless of course you outsource it and you then control it, and you do that. Or when you have someone in your team who actually controls it. And this is very important. And you know, in order to actually build a massive list, what we need traffic, right? We need to have traffic. And what we can do here is we can either invest time in free traffic, or we invest time and money in paid traffic. And there are pros and cons of each method. You know, for free traffic, you can do anything, right? You can create articles, you can create videos, you can do Facebook marketing, YouTube marketing, you know, you can do blogging, you can do guest blogging. There's just so many free traffic sources that you can perform in order to drive traffic to your squeeze pages or to your sales pages. And for paid traffic, there's also so much you can do for paid traffic, you know, like PPC, like solo ads, like banner ads, like Facebook PPC, and, you know, really any form of paid traffic that you can think of. And it's important that we really know the difference between free and paid traffic, what it takes to actually make money through a particular traffic source, and that we don't move our butt from the chair until we master the traffic source. And again, this is the second component of my business model, which is list building, which is really important. Then you have to do it as that. If you don't, you lose out so much time and so much money, and you will be very unhappy and very angry with yourself that you actually did not do that right away. And the third skill is coaching. And before I actually want to talk about coaching, I forgot to say here, you can do both. You can sell your own products and affiliate marketing and affiliate products to your list. So you don't just need to think, well, I gotta create 1 or 2 new products each month to make money from your list. Well, that is an option and you can do that, but I'm not saying that this is an absolute must, because it is not. It is not a must at all. It is an option, and the second option is to promote affiliate products. And there are so many types of affiliate products that you can really promote. Like you can promote affiliate ebooks, or coaching programs, or softwares, or consulting services. You know, really anything that you can think of, you can promote to your list and earn an affiliate commission from. Now for coaching, there is one-on-one coaching and group coaching and membership sites. You know, these are types of coachings that you can perform and that you can offer to your list or to your buyers or to your already coaching students. And at first, I believe it's the easiest to start off with one-on-one coaching. One-on-one coaching is really easy, and you don't have to know how to set up a membership site. You don't have to talk in front of 50 people on a teleseminar or webinar and show them how to do something. You know, it's the same. Before you write your first novel, you start to write an article, and then you start to write a short summary book. Then you start to write an ebook, and then you get to write a novel, right? So what that means, the same is true for coaching. You don't start off coaching 10 people at once, and you don't start off creating a membership site. You start off with a simple coaching program, which can be email coaching or one-on-one coaching through Skype or audios or videos or PDFs, whatever is easier for you at first. Yes, you've got to challenge yourself and you can't take the easy road for the long term, but it's also good that you don't expect too much from you in a short period of time, because it takes a lot of skills to set up a webinar or to create a membership site. You can do that, but it takes a lot more skills. And what do you need to do or to have or to acquire to be successful in coaching people? I believe you have to learn how to communicate with people again. And this is what online marketing is all about. You are a relationship marketer. Yes, you are a relationship marketer. And you have to learn how to become a great communicator. You have to learn how to close people when you chat with them on Skype, when you communicate with them by email, or when you talk with them on a forum or whatever it is that you're using. You have to really know how to close people into your coaching program. Now, these are basically the 3 dimensions that I used for this business model. And what I can say, just get started here. Start to create your first product, take a day or 2, and try to find out what you can teach people. Then simply create a sheet, create a list of points, and where you simply sit back and say, well, I can teach people how to do this. I can show people how to set up an email campaign, or whatever it is that you now teach people, that you know already, that you're already comfortable with. And then you simply take some time. You don't need to write a book, that has 100 pages. You don't need to write a 100-page ebook right now. You can start to write a short book, right? Maybe the book has just 5 to 10 pages, and your second book will be a bit more in detail. It may have 20 to 50 pages, and this is how you add it up. But I'm not saying you have to create an ebook with 100 pages first, or you always have to create an ebook with 100 pages or 50 pages. The length is unimportant, it's irrelevant. What is important is what you teach people in the content, how clear, concise, and to the point your content is. And we don't need to say something 5 times in order to convince someone. It's just important that it really gets to the point. Now, with that being said, this is all that I wanted to share with you here today in this training of Edge Mentoring, and I want to see your first ebook. I really want to see your first ebook. If you decide not to write an ebook, go and start to create an audio or video series. And let me know how it goes. And if you have some challenges with creating it, please let me know, and I will help you out. I really want to see you succeed in this business because I know you want it so bad, and I know that you deserve to become successful. So give it the best go.